So Kora's up there banging away, but we're gonna get some sawhorses out. I just don't like working on the ground. Our doors are out there, but I'm gonna bring them in over here. It's gonna be my work area. I'm gonna try to leave this area over here open in here. But sawhorses, I can't stress. Even if you get the lighter duty ones, these are pretty heavy duty. They just help out a lot. What Kora did, and then hopefully it gets 1 million views and you can pay for it now.
Sure.
But don't do it.
If I edit it, maybe it'll get 1 million views. Your editing's boring.
Whatever. This is kind of classy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go first. So you want to walk back? It's gonna be harder for you to walk back with me. Spin it wide. There you go. You good?
Yep.
Okay, let me go back to you a little bit, like this. You good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, perfect. Good job. So one thing that gets me a little nervous is I don't like sections being together. We're gonna see if the Menards brand holds up better than the Wayne Dalton, because when they're stacked like this, sometimes they can rub. You get a lot of friction. I like them when they're 2 sections per wrapping, I guess, or packaging. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna get her open. One big package though. Got glass too, so all good.
It's sharp.
It is, isn't it? So I thought maybe they wrapped it the way I thought I seen it, but it's not. Unfortunately, it's bottom seals here with top section. Very standard, which is kind of a bummer because I was hoping this was my bottom section so I could just stack it the way it is. What it is. I mean, you know how it is. Most manufacturers don't ever get it right, but I thought Menards had it today. Menards didn't do it for us. Face. Perfect.
Nice stairs.
We're gonna put a little foam, like you just put a little piece for yourself. Just drape it over here, just as a little extra precaution. Go like this. Pick it up. Let's go face to face.
Why?
Well, hopefully if you kick it with your shoe or something, you don't scratch the face of that black. The white's
So
black.
would we go face facing this way and then face?
Well, that's kind of what they did. See how they had, you know, now they got face to face again. But this is the one that we need. So
There's stickers over here.
yeah, they're kind of okay. So I wanted to show you guys something, and I want your opinion on it. If you like this or don't like that. But these are ideal, but it's actually a Clopay door. And I don't know if the standard Clopay does it, if it's only ideal. But they got these notches in here. And then that notch, I kind of like it. It just kind of keeps everything locked together. It's safer for the customer because customers are known for taking these off. And the door will come, you know, the cable tension will be on here and it'll, pow, it'll go up and it could hurt somebody, kill somebody. So right here, let's take a look. They got these grooves here. And so you'll see this pops in here. You kind of give her a little shove up. Sometimes it's making a liar out of me. Let me grab a hammer. Right here. There we go. Well, it was more tight than I thought. But anyways, you go up with it and you lock it in with the screws right here. And it just locks in. I don't know. I like that. I don't know why I like it. Kind of keeps it uniform. So just something to think about.
The bad side of it.
I was thinking more like my backside.
So what do I have to do?
Oh, so this is the easiest way to remember is don't do slots, do holes. So hole, that's the first one you do. So hole, then poof. Poof, poof.
No!
Gravity.
We can't move that.
Strong.
lose that. Wait, so hold.
Now you it'll fall out. Great. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no. No. It's always another way too. This part right here. This lip always goes pretty much straight to this. So we're in that ballpark, and plus I don't know why, but they got colors on them, which is kind of nice. So you like this. Now the big thing is try not to overstrip them. So once they hit like that, don't.
I'm hit! Throw it in!
You know what I'm saying? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? There you go, put it there. Now you're a pro. Now you a pro. Watch Kora, how she's gonna demolish this. Perfect. Not too much.
I'm great.
You are great. Good job. All right, got 2 more to do. Let me get you some screws.
Is there a certain way it has?
Yep. There is. I already
The
told
one
you.
goes here. One goes up.
Yep. So I always when I'm doing hinges, I always just go for the hole. That's what I always say. Hole to hole. You know what I mean? Don't want to hurt the slots or for the top.
Going. I gotta turn around though. The lighting is annoying me. I literally said sorry to them earlier because it was terrible lighting.
Okay, so one thing I want to talk about with these Menards Clopay Ideal doors is this is the roller that I don't really recommend. You can upgrade. The customer decided not to. We went with a little bit cheaper route, but this is that roller. There's no really roller in here. It's just grease on a plastic stem with a plastic roller here, or metal stem. So there's just no bearings in here. There's no bearings at all. It's just plastic on metal. Eventually it'll get a varnish to it. It'll get sluggish a little bit. It'll start squeaking, you know, after that oil gives up, and then it puts a varnish on here. So these are one things I really don't really care for with these particular doors. Normally the sections are okay. It's the hardware. It's the hardware. Like, we got these really thin hinges. For a little door like this is gonna be fine, but you can see that anything that's always got these dimples on it, seems like, these stamps in here, it's like they're trying to make this more rigid. So it's just a cheaper product. And obviously we got our hardware out there. If you zoom out to there, obviously all that stuff in the box is going to be not as just not as good as quality as what you can get, but it'll do the job. It will work just fine. So if you're it does the job, let's just say. Yeah. So something to think about. These can be a little tricky sometimes from the box stores.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Perfect. But don't let them overwhelm you. It's not normally that bad. For some reason, I just remember these at slot. Plus I look at the distance of where the track's gonna meet up again. So it should be right. If it's not, I'll come back on here. But so we got, you know, a lot of options, a lot of universal. So that's good. Obviously a lot different than this setup. Got your normal brackets here, you know, number 3, you know. And Josh showed me something different one time, how he does it different, but I always do just universal to universal. You guys let me know how you guys do it. I just do slot to slot. I always just figure that gives me the most options. That's how I do it.
I swear.
I've never, in all of my career, have ever seen. I just looked and I'm like, what is this? What is that? I didn't know they could go on that way.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm telling you guys, it's so hard to find good help these days.
Oi.
That's how they're supposed to go on. The grippies. The grippies. Oh no. Look at this. Backwards. Ah, that's much better.
Much better.
Much better. because this is the top. Like here's the top. This is the top. So this goes like this.
So does the one have to go like this one?
Oh, remember I always tell you, don't mess with slots. Go holes. Like such a good idea. Okay. Just like this. Now it's a permanent hole. Now it's a slot. But if you don't know, just ask. Better to ask than to have problems.
Do you want me to screw in?
One song say we were kung fu fighting. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Is this correct?
Yep. Where's your gloves? You don't need your handle.
Working?
Beautiful. Beautiful cover girl.
Are these the right ones?
Yes, all are pointies. Almost like here. They're not self-tappers. They're just pointies.
Pointing.
Pointies.
Pointing.
Pointy.
Is this phone piece gonna
I was explaining to Kora that if you're kind of a greenhorn or a newbie, always do your ends, because that way you're sighting too. You're seeing that that's lined up, that door section with the next one. And what was funny, what she stated to me is she goes in the green. So these ones actually have green spots in them to where the screws actually go, which I didn't really recognize that, but they do. So I typically don't ever do the center. She went right for the center. I said, don't do the center. I said, because if something's off, you won't see it. So I said, go to your end. If you're new and inexperienced, always just do your ends. Do your ends first. End, middle. End, middle. That's how I always roll, just to be safe, because you'll see something that's wrong if you do your ends first, versus you screw up that, everybody sees it's right in the middle.
So this one, do I just like move it over a little and then screw, or?
That's a good question. You're just gonna, you can just try to bite into it, you know, just dive into it. They're not always perfect. It's just all it'll do is put a little more strain on this hinge over the years, but I'll be pushing daisies by the time that happens. Okay, so here's my kryptonite when it comes to these Menards ideal doors, right? It's these springs. Now, you can upgrade them online. You can upgrade them. They cost a little bit more. I definitely recommend you upgrade them. This setup right here is very problematic. It's just not the right way. Now, there's a spring in here. You can't see it really, but there's actually a spring down in here, or I'm sorry, a piece of plastic cone. And what it does is it keeps this spring stretched automatically. It makes a lot of noise, in my opinion. Now, somebody that watches the channel, I believe it was Mr. Rich B. And I don't know if exactly he was trying to indicate to do this, but I have never done this. So what I'm going to do, because they're so noisy, I'm actually going to spray the inside. All I had was this. It'd probably be like a weightlifting grease if I had it, but I only had the fluid film. I'm going to spray down in. I never sprayed in the tube before. So I'm going to spray the tube down, and then we're going to try that to see if that helps keep it from making so much noise. I'll also spray the outside.
Sounds like an angry wasp nest.
Yeah. Gotta do it this way. Spray. Oh, didn't realize I was spraying out that. So there, we got that sprayed. We also have the typical dreaded, everybody knows that does garage doors, the coupler. It's a bummer. The coupler, it's sad that for a 9-foot wide door, we got to do the coupler. I did measure the box. The box is 8 foot. So it wouldn't quite make it because you need 9 and some change, 9, 3 inches, 9, 6 inches. So we got to do this coupler. What I like to do, and you guys can let me know, I think some of you guys actually through bolt them. What I have found what you don't do, which I've seen a lot of them fail, is only put like one pointy. I like to use the pointies. I burn them in. So I mean, it's hard. I might even have to use a little self-tapper to get started, but I burn them in there. I'll get it in there, but do both sides. There's 2 sides to this. Do both sides with screws. What I see is people do one side, and I think it kind of wobbles a little bit. And with that wobble, it gets these screws loose. So I'm not saying mine aren't gonna ever come loose. This is kind of the weak point, and we'll show you more once we get it installed. But these are they're kind of cool. If you don't have a truck or anything, you can't haul a tube, and they fit in the back of your vehicle. But they're kind of problematic in the future. So let me get started. So I don't know if they've like upgraded these shafts, but these things are this is like super thick compared to what I'm used to, at least from the Menards Ideal doors. So I used to be able to burn through these no problem with just a regular self-tapper. I call these the pointies, right? Not these with they got the self-tapper on them. But I even upgraded right now. I upgraded to the drill. And I think I recommended some videos I never get to show you guys. Here's those cases I like. It's got a cap, screws on. Really nice. You can even get the manufacturer right here. You can find them online. Like I said, I think they're about 80 bucks or so. Maybe gone up. But they work really good. So this is what I'm doing. I'm doing both sides. Oh. So we're gonna do both sides here. There's that. I don't even know what size we're using. 13/64. 13/64 is what we're using for a drill size. So that's working pretty good. Grab myself a pointy. This one's actually when I broke the tip off, but it should work. Bam. There you go. Now, I got both sides. That's working great. So wash and repeat. We'll do the other side. Okay, so.
One right there?
Yeah, you're good. Yep, you're good. So what I decided to do on this top panel.
I'm not good. What the straw?
Now just dive them in.
Okay.
Dive them in. There you go. There you go. Yep.
Oh no, this doesn't sound promising.
Oh no. Better have the pro here. Here, rookies are on the camera.
I'm the pro camera.
That's right. Here we go. Dive her in. Boom. What? No.
Oopsies.
Oh. So hard to find good help.
Shush.
So hard these days. I mean, look, guys. I paid her with a Happy Meal. That's all she's getting.
It was not a Happy Meal.
Perfect. Oh, I gotta do that side too?
Yep.
Sometimes you can just start it if you want. Get that one. Boom. 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 So part of the reason too why I did this was so we could put a strut up here. Even though they might not do a strut, they might not pay the extra, but they should do a strut, but we got the option to put a strut on here. That's all I got to say about that.
Peekaboo.
You and your peekaboo.
Peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. Peekaboo.
So I don't know if I can just reach it, which I can easily. Perfect. Okay.
I can if I jump.
You're jumpy. Okay, ready? We're just gonna tip it up there. I'll show you what we're gonna do.
There.
I'm scared too. I'm really scared. Ready? Tippy tip. Good? Okay, watch your walking. Okay, watch your fingers. Good. Go good. Keep going. Good job. Okay, you got it. Let's push on it. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, stay there. I'll come in the back. You're here. Get you, I think. There you go. You should say.
It should?
Yeah, you should. There's no guarantees in life. Hey, why am I looking at you? There, that's a little better. So anywho, what I did is I put a screwdriver up here to hold the top panel. Some of you guys do it different. I have done it differently too. And then I can get my horizontals. So just something to think about. I never would have seen it before until I worked with a Mexican guy. Showed it, real cool guy. And I'm going to do it just to help plumb everything in. So cool little trick of the trade.